What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to ADiktion TV. I hope everybody is having a good Turn Up Tuesday. And you already know we got a little tradition here on ADiktion TV, being Turn Up Tuesday. You already know we're going to take a little shot of whiskey, so cheers, everybody. Nothing like some good old Jim Beam. Tonight's video is a movie chat and a Q&A with a good friend of mine, Monty G, the Horror Miser. Shout out to the Horror Miser, you know what I'm saying? What's up, brother? This is a video discussing upcoming horror films at the end of this year and a few films from early next year that we're excited about. So I will be asking him 5 questions, and we will just be discussing our opinions on these films, if we're excited for them and what we think how we think they're gonna be. You know what I mean? And this was definitely a fun video to do. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. What's up, Monty?
Hey horror fans, once again it is me, the Horror Miser Monty G. I want to thank my good friend ADiktion TV for allowing me coming onto his channel, and we're going to talk about some excellent horror movies that we're looking forward to at the end of the year. And they got 5 questions that I'm going to that he's asked me to do, and let's see what we have here.
So my first question is, do you think the Halloween Kills trailer shows too much, or do you think that we're still in store for some surprises?
Now, I actually did a trailer reaction for the Halloween Kills trailer, and well, it does show some kills, but obviously, from what I understand, this is going to be a very bloody and very violent and brutal Halloween Kills. I think it shows enough to get everyone excited, because everyone is excited to see the second of this new trilogy that Danny McBride and David Gordon Green have what am I looking for? Have written for us here. I mean, everyone did enjoy Halloween 2018. We thought that was a great film, a great slasher film, something that very improved on some of the previous Halloween movies. And I'm looking forward to see what they have in this one here. No, I think that it shows enough to get everyone excited. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some surprises in there, and I'm thinking maybe one of the Strode girls may die. Don't know if it's going to be Lori, her daughter, or her granddaughter, but maybe one of them might die. But that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I'm looking forward for Halloween Kills just as much as everyone else.
Yeah, I actually made a video talking about Halloween Kills. It's called Halloween Kills Hate, where a bunch of people were hating on the trailer, and I'm like, yeah, I think it showed quite a bit, but I think there's still a lot we are in store for. Like, I think there's a lot of shit that we didn't see in the trailer, and we're gonna see in the movie, and just be like, oh man, I was wrong about that trailer. You know what I mean? If there's another trailer, I might not watch it. I'm not even trying to look at like too much promotional shit. Like, I'm definitely not trying to see the track list for the soundtrack, you know. And I seen today that the vinyl soundtrack for Halloween Kills came out, which I might have to grab that. Definitely might have to grab that. My next question is about Jeepers Creepers Reborn. I actually heard today that it got pushed back to December. It was supposed to come out in October, but I heard it got pushed back to December. I'm not going to say who my source was, but I personally think it's good that we have a new creative team behind the Jeepers Creepers movies. And I think it's good that we're starting fresh without Victor Salva. I'm not going to speak too much on his ass, but I think it's a good thing we got new creators breathing new life into Jeepers Creepers, because I'm a huge fan of the Jeepers Creepers first 2 movies. Jeepers Creepers 3 is a fucking shit show. But no, I think it's a good idea that we got, you know, new ideas and just a new crew behind Jeepers Creepers. What's your thoughts on that?
Now, I'm pretty sure most people who don't know that the fact that I refuse to do anything else after the events of what happened with, obviously, Victor Salva. Now, I won't go into anything more. I'm pretty sure we've heard enough about Victor Salva. But the fact that it's new creators, something totally new, something has nothing to do with the previous Jeepers Creeper movies. Now, obviously, well, I did enjoy the first 2 Jeepers Creeper films. I did not see the 3rd one. However, I heard it was terrible. terrible. And karma just comes back and bites you in the ass. So that's all I'll say about that. But I am looking forward to seeing this new version, the new creators, and yes, and I will be seeing this one.
As much as I love Jeepers Creepers, it's a little harder to watch Jeepers Creepers after everything that Victor Salva did and everything that was going on with him. Um, and it sucks that whatever he did happened, because I absolutely love the first two films. Like I said, Jeepers Creepers 3 was a, but I think it's nice that we have a new team behind the film. I actually like where they're taking it to, like a horror festival, and a girl's having visions of the creeper, and we don't have too much information about it other than it involves a young group of people and a girl named Lane that's dragged out to this horror hound festival, and somehow the creeper ends up coming in and fucking shit up. But no, I'm definitely gonna check it out. So we only have 10 days left until Candyman comes out, man. Nia DaCosta, produced by Jordan Peele. Hey, man, I just want to ask you, because you can already tell by my demeanor I'm excited as hell for this movie. But I wanted to ask you, are you excited for Candyman?
Yes, I am. I think Nick DaCosta, I think that's what her name is. I think she's going to do something very good and something very decent for the Candyman. Now, keep in mind, this is a direct sequel to the first Candyman. We're not talking about the other two Candymans, but this is a direct sequel to the Candyman. I believe that the character is the son that was that Virginia Madsen saved in the first one. Tony Todd is supposed to be in this one right there. And it's going to be interesting to see what type of story that she plays and how she's going to incorporate this character in modern times. The trailer looked pretty good, so I'm very interested to see how this is all going to play out. So I am very interested in seeing Candyman.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for Candyman, and yes, the main character is the baby from the original film, Anthony, and I just thought that was a great idea, because he would be about the same age as me. And I think it was a very good idea to keep that story going with what happened with Helen Lyle and Vanessa Williams coming back for this. I thought that was a great idea, because Candyman 2 and Candyman 3, it was just kind of like, oh man, they were definitely money grabbers. Most movies are money grabbers, but then you got some that are just done very well, and I'm excited to see how Nia DaCosta treats the formula to the Candyman movies. I think from both trailers and ads, I see a lot of Candyman ads with a lot of footage that wasn't in either trailer. So it's like, oh man, this might be a ride. Like, I'm a huge fan of the original Candyman movie. I seen it at a very young age, and man, I'm 30 years old now. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, I still won't look in the mirror and say that motherfucker's name 5 times. So my next question is, what are your thoughts on Scream 2022? And do you think a legacy character will end up dying?
Well, as you know, I think last year I did my Scream series review during the Halloween season, and my thing is this: I'm not surprised that a 5th Scream was going to be put out after the success of what happened in Scream 4. And I guess they felt as though they can do one more. I don't know what else you can do with Sidney, Gale, and Dewey. I mean, you've done enough with them. I don't know what else more you can make meta on the horror franchises. I mean, for horror films are concerned, I mean, you had the first one, which played on slasher horror tropes. You had the second one played on slasher sequels, and the third one played on trilogies, and the fourth one played on remakes. I really don't know what you can do with a 5th movie if you're going to keep the meta version of Scream. That's what made it so good, was it's a meta horror film, and it poked fun on tropes or horror slasher films. But I don't know what more you could do with this. What more can you do with these 3 characters? I mean, unless Gale and Dewey have kids, and in Sydney she finally met someone and she has a kid right now. I don't know what more you can do. Would I like to see one of these people die? It wouldn't matter to me. I mean, but To be honest, I would prefer if they weren't in the film, because you really don't. There's nothing more you can do with these characters. I mean, they're just doing it just for nostalgia's sake, for far as I'm concerned. I mean, if you were to create, I think it's one of the reasons why I like the Scream TV show, because it was something totally different. Yes, it wasn't anything to do with Ghostface. It was just based upon the name, but it was something totally different. I actually liked the first two seasons of the Scream TV show. I wish they would do something like that here, and not bring back Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox, or David Arquette. You really didn't need to bring them back, but of course, obviously they want to make some money, so you got to bring them back. I think it's one of the main reasons why they did it, because the film wanted to make some money. But yeah, would I like to see one of them die? To be honest, I believe so. Maybe Dewey, maybe Gail, or maybe Sydney. Maybe Sydney's the one that actually finally dies, and they had to finally find out who finally killed her. Yeah, but that's my whole take on the Scream thing. It's like, yeah, it was a great series. It should have ended with the third one. They really needed to bring a fourth one, but everyone wanted to make up how, I guess you could say, mixed the third one was. They decided to bring a fourth one in here, which I liked, by the way. But I think it's time to sometimes in these film series like Scream, you have to know when it's time to end the series, and that's what I said on my Scream series reviews. Sometimes you just have to know when it's time to end the series, and you can't do anything more with these characters. And I think that's what should have happened after the third one. They said, that's it, we're not going to make any more. But what are you going to do? Hollywood wants to make money, so.
I completely agree with you. Like, what else can they do with the Scream franchise? You know what I mean? Like you said, they play off of, sequels, trilogies, remakes. What else can they do with it? Being so meta. I ain't gonna lie to you though, I am extremely excited to see this new cast in Scream 2022. Like I said before, I like Jenna Tega and the babysitter Killer Queen, and supposedly she's like the new Sydney. She's gonna be the main final girl in the new Scream movie. That's what I've heard. There's no facts about that, but I'm excited to see how she. I'm excited to see her character in the movie, Melissa Barrera, and Kyle Gallner. I'm a huge fan of Kyle Gallner. I love the way he portrays characters. There's not much more they can do with the Scream movies. Like, one thing that does make me happy is that the legacy cast, Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette. One thing that makes me happy, and that I've heard, and hopefully it's true, is that they take a back seat in this film and they're not like a huge part of the story. That makes me happy, because I think the Scream movies could keep going, but not involve their characters. I would love to see a Scream movie that does not involve Woodsboro. Like, and I know Woodsboro is a huge part of the Scream movies. A lot of people might be like, but damn, ADiktion, shut up, man. That's a huge part of the Scream movies. But look, check this out, man. Like, I'd like to see a Scream movie maybe that doesn't, and I still want the original look of Ghostface, but make a Scream movie that's not in Woodsboro. Because if you watch the Scream movies, if the stab movies are such a big thing in the Scream universe, why not take it to another place, another town, or somewhere in a city? Take it somewhere where somebody is a stab fanatic and they become Ghostface and they are obsessed with these stab films, and we have all new characters, a whole new town. You could do a whole bunch of things with that. And I would love to see a Scream trilogy where we don't find out who the killer is until the very last movie. You know what I mean? I think that would be dope as hell. Like, make part one, because you could totally do that. Part one, you meet the characters, and then maybe Ghostface don't pop up. You got Ghostface harassing, calling them and fucking with them through the movie, and then Ghostface don't show up until like the end of the second act. And then in the sequel, complete Ghostface, and then in the third we finally find out who Ghostface is. Does he win or does he lose? You know what I mean? You could do all kinds of things with Scream. You know, just they can't keep repeating the same formula. And I did like the Scream TV series on MTV, but no, I think it's time to let Dale, damn. I guess we could call him Dale. Gale and Dewey, we'll call him Dale. Fuck it. So I guess, but no, I would really like to move away from the whole thing with Gale, Dewey, and Sydney and start fresh with a new cast, same Ghostface, same voice changer. That would make me happy as hell. And my final question is, what is your most anticipated upcoming horror film?
There is a horror film that was supposed to come out last, I think, was April 2020, but because of COVID, that changed out, and that's the horror film Antlers. Oh yes, I can't wait to see this one. The trailer was decent. Obviously, it really doesn't know anything other than it could be a creature feature film, because that's what it looks like right here. I can't wait for this film to come out. I believe it's going to come out, I believe, on October 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. I remember seeing that before I made this video. But that's definitely one of the horror films I'm looking to see, and that is Antlers.
Yes, Antlers definitely looks like a creature feature, and that's good. I love creature features, and I think the cast looks great for that film, and the trailer is like, wow, you know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna check out Antlers. As you already know, my most anticipated films are definitely gonna be Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, because you know I am a Michael Myers head. You know what I'm saying? I've loved Michael Myers since I was a young child. You know what I mean? So anytime we get a movie that involves Michael Myers, I'm totally there. Thank you for coming on, Horror Miser. I appreciate you for being here. Man, this video was so much fun to do. I can't wait to do more videos with you, man. You know, we always have a good time sitting back talking horror all day, man. It's what I enjoy doing, you know, other than music. If I'm not doing music, I'm talking about horror films. If I'm not talking about horror films, I'm talking about comedies. If I'm not talking about comedies, then I'm back to talking about music again. You know what I mean? So no, this was extra fun to do, man. I always love talking to you, man. I love how excited you get when you talk about horror, and I get so excited talking about horror, and this has been fun as hell. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what's your most anticipated horror movies coming at the end of the year or early next year. You know what I'm saying? Let me know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, Monty G, for coming on. I love you to death, brother. I hope you're doing well. Until next time, guys, coming at you from ADiktion TV.
So there you have it, my good friend ADiktion. That is my video right there. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at the movies. Once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G, and always remember that horror rules. I'm out.